Homer Goes to College is the third episode of the fifth season of The Simpsons. This aired originally in 1993, directed by Jim Reardon. And finally, the power plant realizes that Homer doesn't actually have any qualifications, so they decide to send him back to college. And we see a side of Homer where he's actually embracing college life, not the academic side of it, but the fresher side of it certainly, and he's beginning to socialise, and he meets these characters who I absolutely love. I'm going to call them the geek characters, the kinds of people I would be friends with, and they're very contrasting personalities, of course, and it gives the show a really interesting dynamic because they have some very different ideas about how things should be done. They're trying to encourage Homer to study. Homer is trying to encourage them to let loose and maybe step away from the computers for a little bit. And it gives us some pretty interesting antics. I think Benjamin, Doug, and Gary are really great characters, and to my knowledge they don't appear in The Simpsons again, but if they ever do, I'd really enjoy that, and I'd like that a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I also think that there are people like this who go to college or university where they kind of don't realise that actually it is going to take a lot of commitment and hard work, and you can't just party the entire time and be an absolute idiot. But I thought it was a nice opportunity to see, first of all, a different environment, to see Homer in a different environment, and to introduce these new characters. I had a lot of fun with it. Is it one of my favourite episodes? Probably not one of my favourites, but it has some of my favourite moments in it. But the episode as a whole is really enjoyable. I do like it a lot. It seems to be quite popular, 8.6 out of 10 across over 3,500 reviews and ratings on IMDb, which is, needless to say, a pretty good rating. If you haven't seen Homer Goes to College for whatever reason, or if you haven't seen it in a while, I definitely recommend that you give it a watch or a rewatch. I had a lot of fun with it. It's one that I've seen multiple times, and I can't imagine I'll ever tire of it. It's good fun, well written, well developed, interesting to analyse with Homer's character. Definitely a strong episode.